Hey everybody, Rourke Boys Barbecue here with another video. Today, I'm gonna take a little bit of time and show you how to rehab your old, rusted Blackstone griddle that you have neglected the entire winter and is now looking like a shell of its former self. So we're gonna rehab this thing, get it nice and clean, re-season it, and we'll be ready to rock for the rest of spring, summer, and football season in the fall. If we have one, let's hope. All right, let's get to it. First off, couple things you're gonna need. Get yourself a scraper, like a paint scraper. Clean it up. This one's not clean because I already started scraping, but get yourself a scraper, that's gonna be big. A roll of paper towels. I'm using canola oil. You can use any kind of oil you want. Canola oil is cheap, so I'm gonna use that. A pair of tongs, and we're ready to rock. So I'm gonna show you guys what we need to do first. Okay, so here's a good look. I have neglected this thing all winter. It's rusted, it's chipped, not something you're gonna wanna cook on. So your first step in cleaning this up is to take, you can see I've done a little bit, take this scraper and you're gonna scrape all of this off as much as you can. Just go over the entire surface and scrape as much of that residue and excess junk and stuff off of there. You're gonna create a pile in the corner eventually, and we'll go ahead and remove all that, and then we'll go on to step 2. Okay, so once you're through with the scraper, this is more or less what it should look like. You know, little spots like this aren't a big deal. They're not gonna come up. You're just gonna re-season it, and you're gonna create a protective non-stick coating over top of this entire surface once again. Here's a look at all the junk that I got rid of. All right, so we're gonna clean this up. We're gonna turn on the heat, get this fired up, and start with the canola oil. All right, so I turned the heat on. We're all scraped and cleared up with the griddle surface. I'm gonna go ahead and add a coating of canola oil. I'm gonna spread it all out with this paper towel, and then we're gonna simply let it burn off. It may take about 10, 15 minutes each round that you do that before you apply more. So we're gonna do it once, spread it out, let it burn off. You're gonna start to see this lighter part start to turn darker. That's seasoning, all right? That's gonna start to create a non-stick surface. Once we're finished with one round, we're gonna do it again. We're gonna repeat that about 4 times and watch what happens. First coat, going on. We're just simply gonna take the paper towel. We're gonna spread it out, make sure we get all the corners up on the sides. Okay, so you can see here, you're starting to see some of the smoke burn off from the canola oil. All right, let that happen. That's all part of the process. You're gonna let it burn through. Once it starts to look a little more dry, we're gonna add another thin layer. All right, this is looking beautiful. We're at the right spot. Time for a mosquito to decide to land on the griddle top. Sayonara, fella. At this point, we're gonna revisit the scraper. Now watch, I started to scrape some more of those darker spots, and look what happens. You get up even more of that gook. All right, so that's part of the process. We're gonna go ahead, run it through the one cycle, scrape again, because look what happens, and then we're gonna get all that off, and we're gonna do it again. Round 2 is on. We're gonna sit back and let it go. Already starting to see a much different surface than we had when I first opened this thing up. It's getting there. Listen guys, I do want to be clear about one thing. When you saw the shape that this was in, it's not necessarily that I'm careless with it. It's just that's what these harsh New Jersey, cold, rainy winters, you know, springs do. Regardless of how you have it covered, and I have the hard cover as well as the soft cover, there's still gonna be some wear and tear on it. And when you use it as much as I do, I am out here 4 or 5 nights a week cooking dinner for my family on this thing, in addition to, you know, my Weber grills and stuff. This Blackstone is an absolute beast. It's old school, man. They have all kinds of beautiful new fancy ones now with bells and whistles, digital, all that kind of stuff. This thing is a freaking workhorse. So every spring I do this, and I re-season it, I scrape it down, and I clean it up. And every single time, it bounces back. So don't be so quick to get rid of yours or go buy something else. Just check this video, Do what you got to do. Is all you need is paper towels, olive oil, and a scraper. I'm telling you, it's money and it will take care of it. Look at this. Just sit and look. You're gonna do 4 rounds of this. Whether you had a brand new one that you bought and you're seasoning it, you're gonna do this the same exact way. You're re-seasoning it, scraping off all the crap, and then you're gonna re-season it, and look what happens. I'm gonna get some nice cleaner to make that nice and black again, make it pop again. It's gonna be beautiful. Hit that thumbs up, hit that bell to subscribe to my videos. More stuff like this in terms of getting ready for your summer. I'm gonna be doing how to prep your food, what kind of menu you could have for a big barbecue party, tips, tricks of the trade. So stay tuned for things like this. Subscribe, love you guys, keep it up. I'm gonna show you this finished product in a couple minutes. All right guys, so we're gonna end it here. I think as you can see, this thing is rehabbed pretty nicely. I'm gonna let it roll for another 10 minutes or so. It's really gonna clean up some of these corner spots. Now remember, the heat source isn't stuck in that corner, so you're not gonna get the kind of seasoning in the corners that you are where the majority of the heat source is. But take a look at how much more even that coating and seasoning is in that center main part of your griddle that you're using, right? These corners I'm not worried about. As you cook and kind of push food aside to kind of, you know, stay warm, that's gonna take care of itself. The more you cook on this, the better it gets. Absolute workhorse. Rehab your Blackstone, rehab your griddle. You will get a lifetime out of it. Thanks for watching, guys. Guys, for real, this just turned out too pretty. Looks brand new. Looks better than the first time I seasoned it. I really hope this helped. Rehab your griddle, guys. It's easy to do. It takes about a half hour. Patient, consistent heat, and olive oil. Canola oil, what I use. So yeah, that's it. If you like this content, guys, go hit that bell for reminders. Every time I post, you'll get notified. Hit that thumbs up and go subscribe. Share it with your friends and family. I'm here all summer, guys. I cannot wait for grilling season. Let's go.